There's an undeniable energy to professional wrestling, isn't there?
Oh, absolutely.
The roar of the crowd, the lights, the sheer unpredictability of what's going to happen when those bells ring. It's electric.
Yeah, it really is.
And, for all the athleticism, it's the storytelling that really hooks you.
It's absolutely a unique blend of physical prowess, these compelling narratives, and just raw emotion.
Right.
Every event is like a new chapter full of potential for drama and, character evolution.
And today we're diving deep into one of those unforgettable nights. The recent SoCal Pro Wrestling Summer Sizzle event.
Yeah, that was quite a show.
We've gone through the commentary transcripts, the behind-the-scenes teasers, all the sources you've shared with us.
Got all the pieces.
Our mission is to cut through all the noise, to uncover the key stories, the surprising character transformations, and those truly unexpected moments that define this show.
Kind of give you the inside track.
Exactly. We're giving you a shortcut to truly understanding all the drama and strategic shifts that unfolded in the ring.
And it started right away, didn't it? From the very first moments, even with new voices joining the commentary alongside familiar ones, there was this immediate sense of, palpable conflict.
You could feel it.
Yeah. And the fans were already shaping the narrative, reacting passionately to every entrance, every early move.
Signaling that this was going to be a night where everything mattered.
Mm-hmm. And allegiances would definitely be tested.
So let's jump right into that opening match then. Don Caliente versus Fidel Bravo.
Okay.
Fidel didn't waste any time establishing himself, did he?
Not at all.
What was it about his opening moves that instantly marked him as our first major antagonist? That real love-to-hate figure.
Well, Fidel Bravo immediately cemented that villainous persona. I mean, his audacious disrespect was clear from the start.
Like leaving the ring early.
Yeah, exiting the ring, even destroying some property. It's blatant stuff.
Okay.
But what's truly fascinating is how quickly he established sort of a moral benchmark for the night.
How so?
Well, in the ring, his tactics were ruthless.
Yeah.
And precise. He was targeting Don Caliente's back and jaw relentlessly, openly choking him on the ropes, clearly pushing every boundary he could find.
And that finish, that sparked a lot of debate, didn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Fidel secured the win with a rear-naked choke, forcing the referee to stop the match for Don Caliente's safety.
A referee stoppage.
And Fidel. He was just utterly smug in his victory.
Totally. The significance here is pretty clear. This match wasn't just about a winner and a loser.
No.
It was about establishing the moral parameters for the entire show. It immediately signaled that rules might be more like suggestions for some people.
Guidelines at best.
And that pure villainy, or at least a willingness to bend those rules way out of shape, could be a very effective path to victory in SoCal Pro. It set a tone.
Okay, so if Fidel Bravo set the early tone for outright villainy, the night then kind of pivoted to a different kind of character transformation, as we witnessed Gunjack's dramatic metamorphosis. Now, leading up to Summer Sizzle, we'd been getting these cryptic teasers and videos.
Yeah, building that anticipation.
So what was Gunjack's in-ring promo all about? How did that set the stage for his new persona?
Well, he delivered it with such confidence, didn't he? Declaring, "I'm Gunjack, and boy, do I look good."
Okay.
He talked about improving himself, getting this new impressive gear.
The amazing fit?
Yeah, that's it. And then made this really bold claim that his transformation was a personification of strength, a strength no man will have the tenacity to challenge.
Wow. Big words.
Oh, yeah. And then he capped it off with an open challenge and just built this incredible anticipation for what he was about to become.
And that open challenge was answered by Gnarly Charlie Gnar.
A surprising opponent, yeah.
So Gunjack, with this new attitude and mean streak, he wasted no time showing it in the ring.
No, he didn't.
Grabbing hair, planting boots to the back of Gnarly Charlie's head. Pretty rough stuff.
Definitely showing a more vicious side.
But the finish, that's what truly solidified his new direction.
Absolutely. The finish of that match was the perfect culmination to being a villain.
How do you win?
Gunjack secured the victory by using his feet on the ropes for leverage during the pin.
Ah, the classic cheat.
A clear act of cheating that the crowd visibly disliked. You could hear the reaction.
So this early string of, let's say, morally ambiguous victories. First Fidel, Now Gunjack.
It wasn't accidental. It felt like a deliberate signal, a shift in the very ethos of SoCal Pro, maybe.
Setting a precedent for the whole night.
Yeah, that you could win by any means necessary.
Interesting. Okay, so while individual villainy was a clear theme, the action then shifted to a tag team contest.
Right, where strategy and teamwork became key.
Morgan McClay stepped in for the injured Dynamite Pegasus,
Tough spot to be in.
partnering with the imposing Monster Man Dave Ridgway against the well-established duo of the Shady Boys, Remy Morgan and Big Red. What was the dynamic here?
Well, the Shady Boys were just, as the commentary put it, a well-oiled machine.
Okay.
Almost telepathic in their teamwork, which created this really stark contrast with the improvised duo of McClay and Ridgway.
The thrown-together team versus the veterans.
Exactly. Their cohesion, their teamwork truly set them apart.
And those shady tactics definitely played a role too, I imagine.
Oh, for sure.
Mm.
They were distracting the referee, classic tag team stuff.
Uh-huh.
And then the controversial finish. Big Red apparently used a loaded boot on Morgan McClay.
Loaded boot. What does that
Ah.
mean? Like something hidden inside?
Presumably, yeah, something
Yeah.
to add extra impact. The official didn't see it.
Of course not.
But the replay clearly showed, as they said, the absolute grin from Red Williams. He knew he got away with it.
Wow. So they stole the win.
Pretty much. And this illustrates a crucial point, how strategy, even if it's underhanded, and that cohesive teamwork can sometimes overcome raw power.
Makes sense.
It also highlights the huge impact of unseen rule breaking on match outcomes, and importantly, on how the crowd sees these guys.
Right, because the audience did see it, or at least saw the replay.
Exactly, even if the ref missed it. It shapes how you view the Shady Boys as truly cunning antagonists. It added another layer to this whole night's theme of questionable victories.
Okay, so while tactical cheating was definitely a theme, the next rivalry took us into far deeper, more personal territory.
Yeah, this one felt different.
Rooted in a betrayal that went way beyond just the ring. We're talking about the deeply emotional rivalry between the mighty Tortuga and Eddie Eyeless.
Mm-hmm. Heavy stuff there.
They were once like brothers, apparently, but now there's this intense bad blood.
And it all stems from Eddie stealing Tortuga's sacred Lucha Libre mask in their previous encounter.
How significant is that mask in Lucha Libre culture?
Oh, it's huge. This raises a really important point about symbolism in pro wrestling, especially Lucha Libre. The mask isn't just gear, it's sacred.
Right.
It represents identity, legacy, honor. It's deeply personal.
So Eddie stealing it was a major violation.
Absolutely. And his demeanor in the match reflected that. He was described as vicious, aggressive, flaunting the stolen mask.
Rubbing it in.
Yeah, and repeatedly trying to remove Tortuga's current mask during the match. It was a profound act of personal and cultural disrespect.
And it kept escalating.
Yeah.
Eddie got disqualified not once, but twice.
That's right. First, for shoving the official.
Never a good idea.
Nope. And then for successfully removing Tortuga's mask again.
So Tortuga technically won the match by disqualification.
Yeah, he got the W.
But it must have felt like a hollow victory with Eddie just adding insult to injury like that.
Exactly. And this segment, I think, beautifully highlights the emotional depth you can get in pro wrestling rivalries.
Yeah.
Especially when these powerful cultural symbols are involved.
Yeah.
It shows how personal disrespect can just escalate and escalate, creating this really multi-layered conflict that goes way beyond just winning or losing.
It's not just about the points, it's about the principle.
Precisely. It became a battle for honor and identity, something the audience could really invest in emotionally.
Okay, moving on. The return of women's wrestling at SoCal Pro was a huge moment for the event.
Definitely. Good to see it back.
And it featured a match between the veteran Ruby Reyes and Adrian Diamond, who was the Summer Classic winner and a definite fan favorite.
Yeah, a real clash of experience versus momentum.
What did this match tell us about the strategic depth of the women's division there?
Well, Ruby's veteran dominance was pretty apparent right from the start. She used these calculated moves like distracting the referee by removing some of her gear.
Using the rules, or lack thereof, to her advantage.
Exactly. She showcased her experience in manipulating the flow of the match. It was like watching a seasoned pro use every single tool at her disposal.
But Adrian Diamond, the fan favorite, she showed incredible resilience, didn't she?
Oh, yeah, and intelligence, too. She capitalized on Ruby's errors, specifically targeted Ruby's injured arm.
Smart wrestling.
Very smart. She really made Ruby work for it. It wasn't a walkover.
But in the end,
ultimately, Ruby Reyes secured the victory with what was described as a clubbing blow to the back. just sort of overpowering her at the finish.
Cementing her queen status, as they put it.
Yeah. And this match really demonstrated the skill and strategic depth present in women's wrestling. It showcased how experience and clever tactics can lead to victory, even against an emerging, really popular fan favorite.
It was a reminder that veteran craft can still overcome that rising momentum sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff.
And that brought us to the highly anticipated main event.
Yeah.
A champion versus champion showdown.
The big one.
SoCal Pro Heavyweight Champion Matthias versus Golden State Champion Jake Redondo.
Huge matchup.
And it's important to note the titles weren't actually on the line here.
Right. This was purely a battle for supremacy, for bragging rights.
What was the build-up like for this ultimate clash of champions?
Well, Jake Redondo's pre-match promo really set the stage perfectly.
What do you say?
He highlighted the one-year anniversary of his debut, talked about his significant growth over 75 matches, you know?
That's a lot in a year.
It is. He mentioned forming the first father-son tag team, winning his Golden State title.
Building his resume.
Exactly. And then he boldly claimed to be the better champion and the better man, directly challenging Matthias's whole machine persona.
Calling him out?
Yeah, it was a declaration of intent. A champion asserting his newfound dominance and confidence.
So the match itself, the clash of styles, must have been palpable.
Oh, yeah. You had Matthias's brute strength and aggression
His power game?
against Jake Redondo's agility and, honestly, impressive resilience. He took a lot of punishment.
So it was a real back-and-forth battle. Lived up to the billing.
It really did. True to the champion versus champion idea. But then, well, then it got really interesting.
Uh-oh. What happened to turn this pure competition on its head?
Well, here's where that overarching theme of the night, shadiness, really converged.
Okay.
The shocking interference from Fidel Bravo completely changed the dynamic.
Oh, hell again. Wow.
Yep. Fidel delivered these huge shotgun knees to Jake Redondo, while Matthias conveniently distracted the referee. Perfect timing.
So Matthias could capitalize.
It allowed Matthias to hit his finisher and get the win. Just like that.
And that main event finish really leaves a sour taste, doesn't it? Interference deciding a champion versus champion match.
It really does undermine the whole idea of finding out who the better man was.
And to add insult to injury, Fidel Bravo then held up Jake Redondo's Golden State Championship belt.
Yeah, held it high, explicitly sending the message, your title reign is almost over. Crystal clear threat.
So what does this explosive ending tell us about the future of SoCal Pro? Where do things go from here?
Well, this match, and especially that finish, it completely unravels the idea of pure competition that you might hope for in a main event like that.
Yeah, throws it out the window.
It introduces themes of potential collusion, maybe alliances we didn't know about, and certainly unfair play right in the middle of the championship narrative.
Leaves a huge question mark over the future of Jake's Golden State Championship.
Absolutely. It suggests that maybe in SoCal Pro, the pursuit of greatness or just titles might involve these alliances and underhanded tactics that extend way beyond the squared circle itself.
So if we look back at the Summer Sizzle as a whole, we saw these evolving personas, like Gunjack completely reinventing himself. We saw the immediate and, long-term impact of cheating from Fidel, the Gunjack, to the Shady Boys, even in the main event.
A running theme, definitely.
We saw that incredible depth of personal rivalries like Tortuga and Isla's that go way beyond just the win-loss record.
The mask story, yeah. So much emotion there.
And then those dramatic championship implications from the main event that just leave you hanging, wondering what's next.
It really was a masterclass in dynamic storytelling, hitting all those different notes across one show.
It really was.
And it showed us, I think, that in professional wrestling, a champion isn't just defined by who wins or loses on a single night.
There's more to it.
Yeah. It's about how they win, the lines they're willing to cross, maybe the enemies they make along the way.
Or the allies they make.
Or the allies, right. All of it feeds into what makes them a champion, or maybe not a champion in the eyes of the fans.
Which brings us to a final thought for you, the listener, to ponder. In a world like pro wrestling, where heroes and villains are constantly shifting, where transformation can lead to both, personal improvement and moral compromise.
Like Gunjack, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. What truly defines a champion? Is it their skill, their integrity, or is it simply their willingness to do whatever it takes?
By any means necessary.
To achieve or maybe even undermine greatness?
Something to think about.
Definitely something to think about. Until next time.